Joseph of the 1st Iowa would not have his questions answered, for from the bottom of the hill came a deep, aggressive growl. From 1,000 rebels it rose to a high-pitched shriek. They charged along the entire Union line, hundreds of them running at the beleaguered Iowans who were crouching and still trying to construct cover. Joseph began shivering with fear. "That's Price's Missourians," called a captain. "They want to drive us from the hill." His voice sounded as shrill as a woman's. "Give 'em hell, men! We'll stop 'em here!" "Ready?" the captain shouted. Rifles raised in unison up to 100 shoulders. 100 hammers cocked. "Fire!" The rifles erupted in flame and smoke. Rebels fell. In automatic motion, Joseph began reloading. Powder, ball, ramrod. Groped for the firing cap. Cocked the hammer. Hands shaking, eyes squinting, mouth dry, lips praying. Joseph had the infield ready in seconds, but was unnerved seeing his comrades struggling to reload their guns. "Steady!" called the captain. The rebels, who at the beginning of their assault charged through sparse bushes and trees on the hillside, became for a moment lost from sight, hidden by the lower ridge. Workman had been right. The firing stopped, followed by abject silence along the entire line. Joseph heard only the rebels yelling in the thread of hundreds of feet, loud as a rushing locomotive. The erratic smoke drifted higher. Joseph saw each man in the regiment lean forward in anticipation, and like him, unsure of what to expect. First, a Confederate Missouri Guard flag appeared above the ledge. Then, like a wave breaking over a shoal, the rebels topped the ledge in a run, yelling. Rifles held in all manner, pointed down, pointed up, held across the chest, and held by the barrel like a club. The Guard did not stop and line up and shoot, but charged with galvanic, hysterical fury. They fired on the run with no apparent formation at all. 2 Iowans pitched backwards, pierced by bullets. The Iowa captain called, "Fire!" Rifles and muskets blazed. Joseph took careful aim at a man holding a shotgun and shot him in the chest while gaining footing on the ledge. The dying Confederate's arms flailed in the air as he fell. Joseph drew his pistol and fired at the entire mob of men that looked like a great octopus of arms and legs. He did not consider the form as men, but as an indiscriminate figure, like the rendition of men in a painting, resembling human form, but in no way real beings. One of the mob toppled backwards. Dozens of rebels were felled by the Union rifles, but still they charged, screaming maniacally. Then the distance between the 2 armies collapsed like a musician's accordion, and the rebels were in the midst of them. Soldiers of both armies, clubbed with rifle butts, sliced with sabers, and grappled hand to hand. Joseph fired the pistol again at one rebel about to bayonet an Iowan. The man tilted a little, propped against his rifle as it stuck in the ground bayonet first. Then he slid to the ground like a sheet drifting from a clothesline. Joseph fired again in the general direction of several rebels. The smoke was so dense it hid the sun. Faces and bodies passed by him in a rush. Like a phantom emerging from a dark cemetery, a hefty gray-bearded rebel with officer's insignia on his uniform collar hobbled toward Joseph, his sword raised. That's just some of Asunder.